Breaking news. Biden welcomes NATO's Secretary General as speculation about his successor grows. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg is visiting the White House on Monday to meet with Vice President Joe Biden as the race to replace him heats up. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg has been in his position since 2014 and has had his term extended 3 times. He announced earlier this year that he would step down at the end of September. As the leaders of the 31-nation military alliance prepare to meet next month in Vilnius, Lithuania for their annual summit, the competition to succeed him has heated up. UK Defence Minister Ben Wallace was recommended to Vice President Joe Biden by British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak last week. Danish Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen was another candidate the US president met with. At a press conference with Sunak by his side, Biden was asked about the NATO position. He said that Wallace was very qualified for the job, but that discussions were still ongoing among NATO leaders to find a consensus pick to replace Stoltenberg. Since the United States spends more on defense than any other member of the alliance, Biden's opinion carries considerable weight. After Frederiksen met with Biden last week, she attempted to downplay her candidacy. She told reporters that she did not want to go further in these speculations about NATO, and thus would not confirm or deny whether she had discussed the impending vacancy with him. No woman has ever held the position of Secretary General for the alliance. A British government official who spoke on the condition of anonymity ahead of Sunak's visit said that British Prime Minister Theresa May wants to make sure the next Secretary General carries on Stoltenberg's good work of modernization but also understands the importance of defence spending at this critical time. When compared to the NATO goal of allocating 2% of GDP to military spending by 2030, Denmark's allocation is significantly lower. However, the centrist government recently announced that it plans to invest about 143 billion kroner, $20.6 billion, in the country's defense over the next decade in response to what it calls a serious threat picture. Russia's invasion of Ukraine and efforts to convince NATO member Turkey to stop blocking Sweden's membership in the military alliance are also on the agenda for Biden and Stoltenberg's meeting. Both Sweden and Finland, which had previously avoided military alliances, applied to join NATO after Russia's invasion of Ukraine rattled their nerves. Turkey opposed Finland and Sweden joining the alliance at first, but eventually reversed course and accepted Finland. Biden has spoken publicly with some certainty that Sweden will soon join the alliance after Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan was re-elected last month. It's inevitable. Earlier this month, Sweden was promoted to Nat Zero, and Biden promised that it wouldn't be the last. On July 11–12, Allied leaders will convene in Lithuania, and both Stoltenberg and U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken have expressed optimism that Sweden will join NATO by that time.